and welcome back to this week's episode of The Scoop, live from Saddleback College located in the one and only Mission Viejo, California. I'm Ashley White and I will be your host this evening. On today's show, we will be visiting a San Diego-based cat cafe that also assists in the process of cat adoption. Next, we will visit an animal shelter based in San Clemente. After that, we will be heading out into the field to cover the recent blood drive that took place here on campus. Later, we will have a chance to sit down with the president of Saddleback College, Dr. Gregory Anderson. We will also have the pleasure of discussing the Filmmaker Spotlight Rehab. Finally, we here at The Scoop get to share a unique experience of an in-studio dog obedience demonstration from the experts over at Wags and Wiggles. This week, we went beyond Orange County to take you to a place so cute it doesn't seem possible to the average cat lover. We, of course, are talking about San Diego's very own cat cafe.
Here in the Gaslamp Quarter of beautiful downtown San Diego lies a quaint and cozy cafe. Serving the community in a remarkable way, the Cat Cafe offers customers the opportunity to enjoy their coffee while interacting with the cafe's roster of adorable cats. While the concept of cat cafes is new to America, cat cafes have existed since 1998. Originating in Taiwan, cat cafes have gained most of their notoriety and popularity in Japan before spreading to places in Europe. Tony Wang, owner of the Cat Cafe in San Diego, got the idea from the Cat Cafe in Paris after seeing its massive appeal.
We heard that they had waiting lists of months to get a reservation. We figured we could do something similar here in San Diego.
Due to American food laws, the Cat Cafe has to have separate rooms for the coffee bar and the cat play area. The cafe offers a variety of drinks and pastries, including Cafe Virtuoso, drip coffee from West Coast coffee roasters, cookies from the Creperie, and pastries from Bread and Sea. The Cat Cafe has a $6 fee to enter the cat playpen, which includes a free menu item. Walk-ins are welcome without a reservation, although if the playroom is too crowded, you may be asked to wait before entering the cat playpen area. Guests are also asked to maintain a calm and quiet environment by limiting the noise level. A siren is put in place to notify guests when the noise level in the room is too high. The cats are also provided with the option to leave the playroom at any time and go to a private room via a pair of employee-only cat doors.
I've been a volunteer for about 5 months. Just ever since I moved here, we get a big variety of people from elderly and disabled. We have a bus that comes by and some people get off and they're in wheelchairs and they can come right on in. We get little kids, we get babies in here. Everyone loves the cats. Come play. It's really good therapy. Cats have been known to release endorphins, just like chocolate. So it's a really happy place to come, and it's a good place to read a book or just pet some kitties.
The cats in the Cat Cafe are all fostered from the Rescue House, a non-profit organization dedicated to the rescue and adoption of cats. Adoption is one of the main goals of the Cat Cafe for their feline friends, and almost all the cats at the cafe are adoptable. Customers who are thinking about adoption are encouraged to visit the cafe and get to know the cats and their personalities in a relaxing and interactive environment.
We've sent 270 cats home since we opened in January 2015. That's something we're really proud of.
All adoptions are done after hours to avoid unnecessary stress to the cats.
For folks who aren't looking to adopt, just petting a cat or spending time with one helps reduce your blood pressure or reduces stress levels, things like that. He's interested in adopting a cat. After they hang out with them, they decide that a specific cat is the right one for them.
So whether you're looking to adopt or simply want to de-stress, the Cat Cafe is the perfect place to visit and relax with a cup of coffee and some great company.
Now that seems like the perfect place to relax with friends and meet some friendly felines. For more information on either Cat Cafe or their cat adoptions, visit catcafesd.com for more information. That's not the only place that you can adopt a cat. If you're looking for a lifelong friend, you can also try looking locally, say an animal shelter in San Clemente. There's an animal shelter where you can adopt all types of lifelong friends, including cats, dogs, rabbits, and so much more. Let's head down to San Clemente and check it out.
The San Clemente Dana Point Animal Shelter, in partnership with the Pet Project Foundation, has been successfully rescuing abandoned animals for almost 30 years. Locating in this stunning area, the animals are sure to live within a safe and friendly environment. With a 98% adoption rate, this place has been named Best Place to Adopt a Pet by the Orange Coast magazine. Each year, the volunteers who generously dedicated over 25,000 hours walking and socializing with the animals. Over $350,000 have been donated to help the animals yearly. The shelter mainly helps the dogs, cats, and rabbits. But turtles, pigs, rats, and birds also come occasionally depending on the situation.
Animals are adopted on a daily basis. There's 2 of them being adopted just today. So every day they're going home.
Not everyone can adopt a pet from this animal shelter. Although anyone is welcome to come in and fill out the application, the staff here take the process of consideration very seriously. Speaking of the dog, if anyone wants to adopt one, they have to fill out the form. And if they're qualified, the shelter will get back to them, and then they will meet the dog one by one while the volunteers are observing the interaction.
Anyone can walk in and ask, anyone can fill out an application. However, we like to pair an animal with a family. For example, if we have an active dog like a black lab, we like to pair it with an active family. Or if we have a senior citizen, that we'd be more likely to pair with maybe a calmer dog, a small dog.
Multiple applications are accepted for each dog, but the volunteers and the staff will have a small meeting after the observation to make the decision on who is going to take the dog home. One thing that is really interesting about this shelter is the animal rescue program, which occurs monthly.
When we have 10 or 12 empty cages, we go to high kill shelters and pull out 10 or 12 adoptable dogs. And it's a very, very successful program. We do it once a month, and it's a win-win for everybody.
For more information, visit petprojectfoundation.org or call 949-595-8899. Remember, these pets are waiting for you.
The shelter and the people that work there really put in a lot of love and care when nurturing these animals for lucky people and families. If you would like to know more about the shelter or want to adopt an animal, you can visit their site, petprojectfoundation.com. Up next, we have a commercial break, but stay tuned because we'll be right back with Saddleback News. Hey everyone, I'm your host Ashley White and welcome back to The Scoop. Here at Saddleback, we like to keep everyone happy and healthy on and off school grounds. Less than a week ago, we went out to the PTK blood drive here on campus, which provides blood from students to the people who need it. Let's take a closer look at this blood drive.
Saddleback College is home to philanthropic endeavors that help make this college a place to give back to your community.
For 9 years, I started at the bottom, worked my way all the way to the top. I am a supervisor. I basically manage a whole blood drive myself.
People are compelled to donate blood due to their own personal connection to those in need, along with the moral responsibility that is associated with giving blood.
A lot of people say, it's a good deed, or they're donating because, they have a family or a friend that are dealing with cancer, battling cancer.
While many want to give blood and donate, there may be some restrictions and conditions that prohibit the ability to donate blood.
The ones that have lived in a malaria risk area for their whole life. They were born there and then they come here to the States. In order for you to donate blood in the United States, you have to live here for at least, I believe, 3 years or more consecutive. You cannot travel in and out. People that have had any type of cancer in the last year, maybe, any surgeries, people that are taking antibiotics cannot donate.
The pre-qualification of the blood goes through a rigorous treatment before it is accepted by the hospital.
Once they donate regular whole blood, it goes to our lab in Pomona, right next to Cal State Poly, and the lab does this whole process there. When a person donates whole blood, they're donating all three components in the one bag. Red blood cells, platelets, plasma. The lab separates those components into these two other main bags that are attached to the one, and then they run the test for the blood, make sure everything's pure, safe. That's number one, before it gets out to the recipients that are sick in the hospital. Donating blood is something good that you can do for yourself as well as for everyone here in the world that are battling cancer, that are fighting diseases, car accident victims. It's very important. A lot of people don't know how important it is.
Donating blood is a vital and everyday need. Blood will save your life in any type of moment that you're going through. I would encourage everyone to donate today.
The act of donating blood has the ability to help people in times of medical need. If you would like to help PTK save lives, make an appointment to donate blood today. The Scoop would like to send many thanks to the selfless students who participated in this donation. Here at the Scoop, we had the opportunity to sit down with Dr. Gregory Anderson again, the newly elected president of Saddleback. Here with the latest on our president is Michael Saenz. Let's see what they discussed.
Hello, I'm Michael Saenz, and today on The Scoop, we're honored to have our most distinguished guest of Saddleback College, Dr. Gregory Anderson. Thank you for joining us today, President Anderson.
You're welcome.
So, what inspired you to want to be the president of Saddleback College?
When I was starting to think about applying for presidencies, there were quite a number of them out there. There were some around the United States and many throughout California. And I was very deliberate and intentional about choosing which ones to apply to. And Saddleback College was the one that rose right to the top of the list. It ended up being the one that I put the most effort into researching and learning more about. And the more I learned about it, the more I realized that it was the college that I wanted to become the president of. It's in a very well-run and financially healthy district. That matters as well. It's got a board of trustees that governs us that is very, that runs very well, that's very cooperative and very thoughtful and strong leaders. So all the different ingredients came together. On a personal level, it's in a part of the state that my family and I would be very comfortable moving to. So that's important as well. So all those ingredients came together.
And before arriving at Saddleback, you've worked a numerous amount of positions at several community colleges. Do you feel that your experience on those campuses has helped pave the way for becoming president here at Saddleback?
I make reference, at least in my head, and sometimes I say it directly, I make reference to all that I've learned previously every single day. And sometimes, 4 or 5 times in a single meeting, I'll think about it. And the good thing is that I've worked at small colleges and large colleges. I've always worked at multi-college districts, which is what Saddleback is. It's part of the South Orange County Community College District, which includes Irvine Valley and ATEP. So I think the fact that I've only worked in multi-college districts is probably helpful because we're a multi-college. But the fact that I've worked in a variety of places is very helpful as well. Working at my most recent position was the Chief Instructional Officer at Cañada College in the Bay Area. And working there was quite an experience because it's very small. It's about 1/7 the size of this college, which means that as Vice President of Instruction, I was also responsible for a lot of jobs that in a large college like this you wouldn't be. You'd have additional administrators or managers to do those jobs.
And has there been a steep learning curve, or have you been able to take on that new position with ease?
I'd say a little bit of both. Some days I feel like it's going smoothly, and other days I say to myself, oh yeah, it's a different culture. And I think that's one of the key things that every leader needs to do is learn about the culture, learn about how people interact, learn about what the values are, what principles do we base our decisions on. So I think it's going pretty well, but I still have a great deal to learn because many of our faculty and many of our staff have been here for many years, sometimes decades. And that knowledge and that skill set that they've developed and that understanding of the culture is something that I can benefit from and I need to learn from. So, like I say, I think it's going well, but every place is different, so I still have a great deal to learn.
And I know you touched on this before, but what is your vision for the future of Saddleback College?
I think you're right, I did touch on it, and it is really that we are on the cusp, and 50 is just a number, 49 and 51, those are numbers too, but I think there's some symbolism that matters as we go through the ritual and the joy of planning for the next 50 years as we build on the previous 50 years. I want us, and I know we will, become the center of excellence between the institution of higher education that's the preeminent institution when we go south from Irvine all the way to San Diego County. We're it. We are the hub, and we shall remain the hub and propel ourselves to even higher standards of excellence as we go forward.
Thank you again for your time, Dr. Anderson.
Pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for this episode. This has been Michael Sines on Channel 39, sending it back to the studio.
Thank you, Michael, and a very special thank you to our president, Dr. Gregory Anderson, for taking the time to sit down with The Scoop again. We're going to take another quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere. The Scoop will be right back.
Saddleback College enriches its students and the South Orange County community by providing a comprehensive array of high-quality courses and programs. We foster student learning and success in the attainment of academic degrees and career technical certificates, transfer to four-year institutions, and improvement of basic skills. We hope Saddleback College will be your first choice if you seek a dynamic, innovative, and student-centered post-secondary education.
Welcome back to The Scoop on Channel 39. Now let's move on to a filmmaker that created his project based on a true story. It's an emotional subject that can hit close for anyone going through it. It's Tristan Davenport's film, Rehab.
My name is Tristan Davenport. My film, Rehab, follows the story of a young man named Ray who's in a rehab facility. The main character is Ray, but there is another main character. Her name is Liza, and she's the one that more or less pushes Ray to get better. He starts off in the rehab facility due to something that happened prior to the film's beginning. He's in a wheelchair and he's limited to what he can do. He's also not very adamant in his belief that rehab's helping him at all, so he doesn't think that he should be there.
I don't want to share that I hate this place. I don't want to share that the endless physical therapies aren't working. I don't want to talk about the pain.
rehab's kind of a drama. It's partially based on a true story. I had a friend who had kind of an alcohol problem, and he ended up drinking himself to the point where he couldn't walk anymore for a while there, and he ended up having to go to the hospital and then ended up going to a rehab facility afterwards. So it was kind of based around that. It's just to persevere, really. I mean, like, yeah, things may be looking bleak and like you can't, persevere and whatnot, but you just gotta work through it, get through the tough parts.
What an incredible short film that captures the essence of perseverance through adversity. It's absolutely inspiring to see Saddleback students telling their stories in creative and moving ways. If you would like to watch Tristan's film Rehab, as well as films made by other Saddleback students, you can join us at the Newport Beach Film Festival on April 28th. Congratulations to Tristan and all of our Saddleback filmmakers for your major accomplishments. Now it's time to head into the studio for the second live demonstration starring a trained professional dog from Wags and Wiggles, who will be showing us plenty of awesome tricks. It's sure to be a good time. Michael, please show us these wonderful pups.
Hello, I'm Michael Sines, and joining us in the studio today is Renee Kahn, co-owner of Wags and Wiggles.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
So you're going to show us some tricks today.
I'm going to show you some tricks, but I'm also going to show you some obedience. So we do both. We do agility, we do tricks, we do musical freestyle, we do formal obedience, and we do helping clients make their dogs better housemates.
Perfect. Well, let's get started.
Great. Well, this is the Reverend. He's 2 years old, and he's a Sheltie. And the first thing we're going to start with today is touch. Touch is a basic behavior. It's one that we start with in all of our puppy classes and our obedience classes. Touch can be used to teach a dog an appropriate thing to do with their mouth and your hand. Put your nose on me, not your teeth on me. So touch is simply touch my hand. Touch can also be used to get your attention for your dog. It can be used to help your dog get into a heel position because they learn to follow your hand. Now, touch also is used to teach tricks. It's an entry level to tricks. Reverend, touch. Good man. And touch because they learn to follow your hand. So touch is an entry level behavior that we start with. The next thing we're going to work on is our sport dogs class. So some of the things that we use for sport dog can be used to help exercise your dog when it's a rainy day or it's 110 outside and you don't have any desire to walk outside after work. So sport dog stuff, fitness, teaches body awareness, but it also teaches our dogs how to put their things on novel objects. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, good man. But we have classes that are devoted to just doing sport dog. And for me and for Reverend, they're his favorite classes to demo. He enjoys this class. The students, both human and canine, really love the sport dog classes. So down. Good man, and stand. So just doing this, you're building good core, you're building a really good fitness program for your dog, and you can do it in your house with very few pieces of equipment. Good man. Okay, off. Off. Good boy. We also have the fit bones. So the fit bones also are another piece of equipment that teach body awareness, and they build core. So when he's standing on here, he's also flexing his muscles back and forth. So any movement that happens within the paw and the bones actually has him tensing up certain muscle groups to help work out his body. The knobs that are on the fit bone actually stimulate the nerve endings in their paws. So it's a very cool program. Stay.
That is impressive.
So my moving around, you can see how he's having to flex and balance to hold his position on the fit bone. Catching something in air. Again, body awareness, fitness, and making my puppy tired, which is a really great thing we do at Wags and Wiggles. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is an obedience one. So leave it, okay, down, beautiful. So down is, leave it is a behavior that I really want my dog to know. I want my puppy to know that leave it means leave it alone and look at me. Don't put that in your mouth. So if they get to the having something in their mouth, that's drop. Before it goes in there, I want it to be leave it alone and look at me. So leave it would be leave that chicken bone alone, leave that snake alone, leave the pile of horse poop alone. Things that they want to get into as a puppy, really don't want my puppy to get into. So this is the cute, fun parlor trick to your leave it behavior. Leave it. So again, leave it means leave it alone and keep your eyes focused on me. Okay, take it. And those are some of the things that we have to offer at Wags and Wiggles.
That is impressive.
Good boy, get up. Perfect, good job, turn. Yes.
Wow. This has been amazing. I'm blown away.
Oh, great, good.
If people want to take their dogs to get trained, where can they find more information?
They can look at our website. We have 2 facilities. So we have Rancho Santa Margarita and we have Tustin. They can look at our website at www.wagsandwiggles.com and or they can call our Rancho facility at 949-635-9655.
Perfect. Well, thank you again, Renee, for taking the time out to join us here on Channel 39. And yeah, on behalf of The Scoop, we are privileged to have you guys here.
Reverend, come back up. Thank you so much. This has been great. Reverend's going to go home. He's going to be sleepy, and that's a really great thing for him. So thanks so much for having us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renee and Reverend, for that awesome dog training demonstration. We sure loved getting to meet you both. If you're interested in learning more about training or daycare for your dog, check out Wags and Wiggles at wagsandwiggles.com. Here at the end of our show, we'd like to thank Dr. Gregory Anderson, Renee Kahn, and Reverend, as well as everyone else for taking their time away from their busy schedules to share their valuable knowledge and skills with us in the studio. Thanks to the Cat Cafe as well as the Pet Project Foundation for letting us film in their establishments. We appreciate the important work you're doing to find loving homes for equally loving animals. Congratulations to Tristan Davenport for making it into the Newport Beach Film Festival. We thank you for sharing your story and your film with us. Finally, we'd like to thank PTK for hosting blood drives that have the potential to save many lives. All right, guys, I've been your host, Ashley White, and this has been another episode of The Scoop. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Channel 39.